I'm 31, over 10 feet tall, 12,000 pounds, ain't scared of nothing at all. My name is Luke, I'm the lucky one. I live with people that I call my friends, and it's safe here. Yeah, it's safe here. For all my brothers and all my sisters back in the homeland, it's just fear and disaster. So can you help me? Can you please speak for me and get a message to this crazy insanity? So what's wrong with these people? They're killing my family. They hunt and kill us both with spears and guns, 'cause all they want is our 96 elephants a day disappear on our land. We can take on every animal God made, except the animal in man. Except the animal in man. Our tusks are strong, they're what we need, but all you want to do is take our seed. My wife and kids, I keep them close to me, but it doesn't matter, you still make them bleed. You hunt them down, hack off their face, all in the name of your ivory trade. But for all my brothers and all my sisters back in the homeland, it's just fear and disaster. So can you help me? Can you please speak for me and get a message to this crazy insanity? So what's wrong with these people? They're killing my family. They hunt and kill us both with spears and guns, 'cause all they want is our ivory. 96 elephants a day disappear on our land. We can take on every animal God made, except the animal in man. So what's wrong with these people? They're killing my family. They hunt and kill us both with spears and guns, 'cause all they want is our ivory. 96 elephants a day disappear on our land. We can take on every animal God made, except the animal in man. Except the animal in man. trying to slam me down back in the dirt. I don't care, I move on, 'cause I'm not gonna let someone come tell my right that it's wrong. So bring on the media, or the right wing, or the left wing, or anything you want to bring it to me. Bring on all you talkers and all you takers and all you big thinkers and all you givers who's giving me shit. Give it to me. Oh, I'll take all the burdens I can. I'm not really a healthy man, but I'll still stand with you today. Wrong is wrong, sir, but I still see you're trying to slam my family's name back in the dirt. Oh, but I don't care if you like my ways. I'm gonna hold my sword up every time I see the wrong in my day. 'Cause wrong is wrong, so I'm gonna fight. Stand up for what I think is right. So everyone, please unite. Please unite. Please unite.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a video that's made by you, for the people, by the people, and your animals. Welcome to Joe Exotic Animals and Friends.
My angel don't fly, caught on the ground, unable to climb. She waits for the wind, she waits for her time, when my angel can fly. Woke up this morning with the sunshine
The animal rights people are vowed to take your rights away, to own any kind of animal. They've already started on exotic animals all across the United States. And they've selected out single kinds of dogs, dog breeders, and many other things. So let's stop it and give your rights back to you, the American people, to be able to have any kind of animal or pet you want on your property. So get on www.joeexotic2016.com and support the movement to support you. I'm Joseph Maldonado, otherwise known as Joe Exotic. And ladies and gentlemen, I stand behind the animals and you.
Joe Exotic TV is a licensed member of the U.S. Press Association. All video footage is owned and played by White Monkey Productions. Some scenes may be reenacted or recreated, dramatized, or made up for purposes of entertainment only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Gentlemen, and welcome to JoeExotic.tv. I'd like to thank everybody from around the world tonight for tuning in and watching the show. We have an estimated 47,000 people. And what really amazes me is how many of them are from Russia, South America, and the UK. I'd like to welcome everybody to the show. We're glad that wherever you're at, you're staying up, or it's in the middle of your day or whatever, to watch JoeExotic.tv. So we're going to start out tonight with presidential message number 107. First of all, let's talk about ISIS and all of the refugees that Obama's wanting to let into this country. All right, first of all, how much money and how many billions of dollars would we spend to research all of the Muslims that are wanting to come in from Syria, house them, feed them, and everything else? Okay, I agree that they're just innocent people caught in a hell of a mess. Okay, but here is exactly my plan and my question to the American government of why they don't use their head just a little bit. Okay, why don't we take some of the money that we would spend allowing them to come into this country and go over there and build a huge refugee camp, okay, and then annihilate everywhere ISIS is. Come back home, let the refugees go clean up their country and take their own country back without us going back over there and spending any more money fixing their country up. Now granted, one of the questions that was arose today in that plan was, won't a few innocent people die? Didn't a few innocent people in San Bernardino die? Didn't a few innocent people in France die? And everywhere else that ISIS is attacking or plans to attack? The U.S. military is supposed to be the strongest military in the world. And I'll never to this day understand how come we toy with people. We spend trillions and trillions of dollars toying with people and going over and making a mess, and then we go over and we spend even more money fixing it back up so all they can do is in 10 years get stronger. come up with new organizations such as ISIS and fuck with us again. This plan would save so many innocent people, and we could make a statement not only to ISIS but to everyone in the world that would want to attempt to screw with the United States of America again, that we won't tolerate it. We won't take it, and we're going to come over there and we're going to screw you up, and we're going to come home and you're going to clean up the mess. Just like France had to clean up the mess, just like America has to clean up the mess behind 9/11 or the Merle Federal Building bombing or anything else. Do you see anybody that causes the destruction and the chaos in America coming over here to clean up their mess? Next thing that comes up is all Trump wants to do is throw 10 million people out of this country that are here illegally. In America, it is estimated to have 11 million illegal immigrants in it. If we took and we fined every illegal immigrant just a simple $1,000, and that's not much, ladies and gentlemen. I used to have 3 working for me years ago, and they paid $7,000 a piece to Border Patrol officers to turn their head so they could get across the border safe and sound. If we charged every illegal immigrant $1,000, which is nothing, gave them a Social Security number, and made them start paying taxes, that is $11 billion that those illegal immigrants can put back into Social Security. Have you ever been to an all-you-can-eat buffet where there's elderly people? This was one of my talks that I had today in Oklahoma City. Have you ever seen an elderly person that is on Social Security that has been caught so bad by our government of borrowing money that does not belong to our government? This money is put in there by these people that work 65 years out of their life, and their employers putting that money in a federal savings account for when they get older is all being robbed. But back to the elderly people at a buffet. Have you ever walked into a buffet such as Kentucky Fried Chicken or somewhere else, and you noticed an elderly person eating and wrapping up spare pieces of chicken and corn on the cob and other food and putting it in their pockets so they can eat lunch tomorrow for free because their Social Security in this country has been robbed by the very people that we vote into office to make sure that in their golden years they are taken care of? Another thing that I would like to talk about is the political monsters, ladies and gentlemen. To run a campaign such as I am running on such a fine line budget of nearly nothing, it is going to be the hardest campaign anybody in this country has ever done. For the simple fact that everything that I am against that's going on in this country is going to affect a politician's pocket and income. They should make illegal any kind of lobbying to give money to a politician to vote on a law in this country that you call Free America, that affects your lives without you being able to vote on it. It should be illegal for any kind of a special interest group, whether it's the ALF, PETA, the Humane Society of the United States, or any kind of a tree organization or a people organization, to be able to politically donate money to a politician's nonprofit foundation. And that's the loophole, ladies and gentlemen, that a lot of people don't understand about nonprofit foundations such as the Clinton Foundation. They are donating millions of dollars to these nonprofit foundations that are ran and owned by politicians in order to make votes that affect your lives. It should be illegal for Congress to be able to pass a law giving them raises, allowing them to be paid the rest of their lives, allowing them to receive free health care the rest of their lives, even if they're voted out of office. That is no different from you being fired from your present job and receiving a paycheck the entire rest of your life. Anytime that a law is voted to be able to be passed to benefit a politician in this country, should be up to the people's vote. It shouldn't be up to the Senate, the House, or the Congress. It should be you and me, the American person, that votes to decide how much they get paid, how many paid holidays they get, how many sick days they get, and how much health care they get. There's no reason why a politician in this country should be able to set the laws that you, the taxpayers of this country, pay for their salaries, and you not have anything to say about it. The last thing I'd like to comment on for tonight, it is not a privilege to live in this country and be free. It is your right to live in this country and pay taxes and be free. Laws that are pushed on you by special interest groups and lobbyists should be considered a domestic terrorist that is taking your rights away from you without you having a voice. This is no longer free America, ladies and gentlemen. This is the scariest and the most important election that will affect any of your children or any of your grandchildren. Because like I've said in many videos before, they spent $5 billion trying to come up with a new camouflage. Do you know what that camouflage was? It was an invisible material to make the military people fighting these wars completely invisible. And then they put that out there to the general public and the other countries that we were trying to develop this. So why? You can have all of these countries fighting invisible people, shooting at what? And when that doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to end up in a push-button war. So if you think that after this election that your children and grandchildren will have a future in this country for 30 more years, you really need to wake up. It's not just the terrorists that are dangerous to our future. It is our current politicians and the inventors of some of this stuff that will lead us to the most destructive war this world has ever seen. My name's Joseph Maldonado, otherwise known as Joe Exotic, ladies and gentlemen, and I am running for the President of the United States. So get on www.joeexotic2016.com, ladies and gentlemen, and share your voice and start getting your people and your friends to wake up. Because what I've seen from traveling around so far in just a short time I've been doing this, the American person has given up. They don't even vote because their votes really don't count. It's all decided on electoral votes and who the news media wants to cover and who the news media doesn't want to cover. They don't want to hear the truth that I have to say. They don't want to hear the truth of how hard your life is to get by on Social Security and trying to make it by with a paycheck and pay all of the expensive bills that they keep piling upon us. So there's some food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just a normal, everyday person, just like you, unfortunately, who happens to be gay. That's not the issue of this whole campaign. I've worked for 52 years of my life to get where I'm at, and it's slowly being stripped away, not only by our government, but by our courts, our judges, crooked lawyers, and a whole thing to add up to that. So, choice is yours. Whether you want to continue to live in a country where you are basically a robot of the politicians and a robot of the special rights groups and special interest groups and the lobbyists of this country, don't vote. But if you would like a change in this country, let's get online and start being heard. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's video message 107. We're going to go straight into tonight's episode of Animals and Friends. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name's Joe Exotic, and I have a television show every Thursday through Monday at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time on joeexotic.tv. Now, if you're tired of your rights being taken away from you, not only as an American citizen, but as exotic animal owners or animal owners of any kind, this is probably one of the most important things that you need to start getting involved with, and that is the show live every night at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time on joeexotic.tv. With this show, we have something that none of the others do, and that's a worldwide live audience to expose the crap that's going on, taking your rights away of owning animals, stopping the lies, such as Big Cat Rescue telling about how dangerous these animals are and that they should be taken away from you and put in facilities such as hers. PETA, how many animals they kill. The Humane Society of the United States, how much money they take out of the general public, and it doesn't even go to help animals. Teaching our politicians is one of the strongest things that we need to do right now, along with educating the public from all over the world. Because when we can get our voice out there and we can teach the public the right from wrong about having animals and not having animals, we can shut some of this scam down. And some of these laws we can slow down if we couldn't even reverse them to allow you to have your animals and have your rights right here in America, such as white tigers. We need to clean up the lies about white tigers in order to raise money online and educate the public about the scams that's behind this industry and how we can improve it for the rights of you and the animals you love. So be sure and share this with everybody you know and start watching live every night, Thursday through Monday, on joeexotic.tv. And let's start educating the world on our behalf.
My angel don't fly, yeah. Caught on the ground, unable to climb. She waits for the wind, she waits for her time, when my angel can fly. Woke up this morning with the sunshine in my eyes. All the clouds because you love me, because you love me, because you love me, baby, because you love me. And all the reasons I can point to, and all that I can see, because you love me, 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 baby, because you love me, 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 because you because you love me, because you love me.
The animal rights people are vowed to take your rights away, to own any kind of animal. They've already started on exotic animals all across the United States. And they've selected out single kinds of dogs, dog breeders, and many other things. So let's stop it and give your rights back to you, the American people, to be able to have any kind of animal or pet you want on your property. So get on www.joeexotic2016.com and support the movement to support you. I'm Joseph Maldonado, otherwise known as Joe Exotic. And ladies and gentlemen, I stand behind the animals and you. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's our show for tonight. Going to take the next 2 days a little easier and get over the stress of the last weekend so I can hit it hard coming Thursday again. We've got a lot of things coming up. I'm going to be in Pilot Point, Texas, doing a rally. We're working on Kaufman, Texas, Nacogdoches, Texas, Gros Petite, Louisiana, and then on to Florida, ladies and gentlemen. So the tour schedules are starting, and we're going to get out there. Anybody out there around the world or around America, if you need any more bumper stickers, be sure and private message me, and we'll get them in the mail to you, because this name and this face is about the only good chance you have this election. Whether we give it all we got, somehow or another, our voices will be heard. With that in mind, good night, everybody. I love each and every one of you. Have a great night.